Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to the channel, and thank you so much for stopping by. Today on the show, of course, it is Thursday. We have the brand new GTA Online update and weekly event, and we are going to be going over all of the biggest and most major changes that Rockstar has integrated into GTA Online with this week's weekly update. You know, content and changes, offerings, opportunities, incentives, you name it. We're, of course, going to be going over the money bonuses, discounts, free rewards, free money, and more, but more importantly, we have some excellent limited time rare and removed vehicles that are back for a limited time this week you definitely want to take advantage of. And some of them, you know, while they're not removed anymore because Rockstar officially added them back into the game with the Money Fronts update, they are on discount and they're excellent. One of which you can see behind me right here. We're going to be going over this car as well as others, their customization, performance, price, review them. Are they worth buying or not? I will say absolutely this one is 100% worth a purchase. I love this car, so we're going to be going over that and more. Thank you guys so much for tuning back in, and let's get started. When it comes to our bonuses for the week, the reason I'm calling Franklin and about to request a payphone hit is because this activity is double money and double RP for the week, which is awesome. These normally pay out $45,000. This week, you're making $90,000. They take you less than 5 minutes to complete, and typically once you complete it, you have a 10-minute cooldown on it. So what that allows you to do is go do some other content in the meantime, because even if you wanted to farm these back to back, you can't because of that cooldown. So you have to go do other stuff in the meantime, and that's not too bad because you can go run some security contracts or do some car wash, you know, business stuff, Money Fronts DLC with the smoke on the water, or the of course Higgins Helitours businesses and stuff like that. But we also have double money and double RP on the Assault on Cayo Perico adversary mode. So if we head to online, well, I guess I can't go to jobs right now because we're on a mission, but Assault on Cayo Perico as an adversary mode is double money and double RP. The Cayo Perico survival is still double money and double RP, or 4 times for GTA Plus members for this week. The hot ring races in the race section are also double money and double RP, and then the community race series is also double money and double RP. But the grindable activity is definitely this one. It's the payphone hits. Run some security contracts in between, or work on your setups for the Dr. Dre contract, Cayo Perico, Cluckenbell Farm Raid, Oscar Guzman Flies Again storyline. I mean, there's tons of ways to mix and match payphone hits with other content here in this game. And also, don't forget the weekly challenge. Still, it's basically a repeat of last week. So if you saw last week's video, you complete all 10 waves of any survival, and you'll get that Buccaneer outfit for the Cayo Perico survival. You know, that was new content that released with it, plus $100,000 for the weekly challenge as well. Let's talk about our vehicle discounts for the week. On Legendary Motorsport, you can get this Anis RE7B for $1,732,000. This vehicle is going to be 30% off for this week here. You also have this opportunity to take advantage of the Coil Raiden on sale, 30% off, $962,500 as a purchase price here. The Western Rampant Rocket, also on Legendary Motorsport. This is a crazy vehicle. It's like a trike-style rocket bike, which you can see, $647,500 purchase price. This is also 30% off, as are the rest of the vehicles we're going to be talking about. The Dinka Blista Conjo, not the Conjo SJ, the normal hatchback Civic, you can see $304,500, 30% off this week. Then we have the Ubermacht Reinhardt on sale for 30% off for $1,118,600. This is also worth picking up, just like the RE7B. Then the Karen Sultan Classic. This is, of course, a great Subaru Impreza here. You can get this for $1.2 million, or you can get it for $901,000 with the trade price, while it's 30% off for the remainder of this weekly event. And then the last discount we have for this week is the Rune Zaba on WARSTOCK. You can get this for $1.68 million or $1.26 million with the trade price, while it's 30% off. This is definitely one of the top 15 most armored vehicles in the game, but it's so slow, and just the fact that you can go through water as it's an amphibious vehicle doesn't make it really juice worth the squeeze. But if you do want to pick it up, I mean, hey, it's just a box. It's like a bread loaf. At the Diamond Casino and Resort, our podium vehicle for this week is the Pinot La Carousse, and this is a car that has really awesome acceleration. It's super responsive in the handling department. You get a ton of grip with it. The top speed is just 115 miles an hour, but it feels even faster when you're actually driving it on the road. It is very much so compatible with a Monitech upgrade, so you get that remote control unit, or obviously more preferably, and you know, you get more utility out of the missile lock-on chamber. It does lack bulletproof windows, and it doesn't hide from the radar like some other Monitech vehicles, so that's something you have to keep in mind. With full armor, this vehicle will survive 2 explosives or 6 explosive sniper rounds, which typically for electric vehicles, you see them surviving a lot more. But either way, this isn't a Monitech car that's ideal for speed. You can maintain control really well. Obviously, a lot of players compare this to the Omnis EGT, and I would definitely say choose the EGT over this if pure explosive explosive resistance is your priority, but if you just want something faster as an electric Imani-Tech vehicle, the Pinot La Cruz is definitely an option for you. So let's spin that lucky wheel, see if we can get lucky in it and actually win it. I don't know if I have one on this character or not. I don't think I have it purchased because I only have one on my main. We're not even going to get it, though. We are going to get 15,000 chips. Also, don't forget about your daily visitor chips at the cashier as well. Here at the LS Car Meet in the prize ride section, we do have this Anus Paragon R featured here as this week's prize ride, and in order to unlock this vehicle, all you need to do actually is just place top 2, I believe, in LS Car Meet Series races for 3 days in a row like it says here. So nothing too steep of a challenge. This is a $905,000 purchase price vehicle, so this is going to save you almost $1 million if you can get it for $0 as the prize ride for the week. That being said, it's pretty interesting because this isn't the armored one, right? So this doesn't have the bullet resistance, this doesn't have the slight explosive resistance, you know, the front mounted machine guns. This is just the normal Paragon R. So it's fast, it's agile, you got great handling. All-wheel drive you are going to notice with this car. It's excellent for weaving in and out of traffic, especially when you fully upgrade it. Like I said, that armored Anus Paragon R is actually going to be free after you complete all of the Diamond Casino story missions, and that is definitely the one you want to chase down if you don't have it already. I would not recommend purchasing this one outright, but getting it as a prize ride for the week is definitely worth it. Overall, the reason I'm saying that is just the regular Paragon R just doesn't give you any of the armored Paragon R benefits, and since you can get that one also for $0, I mean, you do need the casino penthouse, but I'm just talking about the purchase price of the vehicle. The only way you can get it is from completing the casino story missions, and that one will provide better value if you're willing to invest a little bit of your time into unlocking it. So my recommendation would be, if you just want that one, then obviously definitely go and get it. I would recommend you go and get it, but this one's still worth chasing down this week because you're going to get a great vehicle minus the armor and the weapons and stuff like that, and a really cool livery on it right there. You got like this like old-timey, almost like one of those old World War II fighter plane aesthetics or something. Like, I really like the look of this. This is pretty cool, that gunmetal finish and everything. Here we are at the test drive section of the LS Car Meet, and here is where we have some pretty cool vehicles, because as you can see, there's a lot of big ones here. We have one just really large sedan and 2 SUV style vehicles. Normally we don't see anything like this. Normally these are actually at Simeon's for the week, typically, if we ever do see them. I haven't seen them at the test track basically ever, but let's talk about them. First, the Benefactor XLS. If you want to pick up this, $253,000 purchase price. This is an all-wheel drive SUV. It's good for both on-road and off-road performance. You do get really good traction, pretty good acceleration, and I'd say compared to other SUVs in the game, a higher top speed. Of course, not better than the Rebla GTS or, you know, the Urus or anything like that, but as an SUV goes, especially an older one, this is definitely good. Obviously, it's inspired by that Mercedes-Benz GL class. You get a little bit of body roll, but good suspension. That's going to minimize you flipping and rolling over, and I would obviously say the armored version is just better as part of the CEO vehicles menu, but if you do want to pick this one up, it's here this week. It's not a rare and removed vehicle, but it is featured here. Next up, the Benefactor Streeter. This is a limited time rare and removed vehicle for this week here in GTA, so if you do want it, you have to pick it up from here. It's durable, it's going to handle pretty well on any sort of off-road scenario. It's another Mercedes vehicle because it is a Benefactor. Obviously, it's not like a rock crawler. It's not going to be a top, 5 off-roader in the game. You get a lot of weight and a reduced top speed because of how heavy it is, but it is, I would say, it's not like a rally car. It's a mix between sort of a rally car and just a general off-roader. You don't get good ramming capabilities. It's not going to be as light and fast and nimble as a rally car, but it's still good for off-road. It's just more of like a niche off-road vehicle, like a casual choice for an off-road adventure if you want to take it on that. $500,000 purchase price this week. And then we have the Albany Alpha. I've always kind of liked driving this car. Look how long it is. It's like, it's a super long wheelbase vehicle. I mean, that is crazy right there. But the Albany Alpha is kind of a sporty car. Top speed is 118 miles an hour. It has good acceleration. You get a lot of wheel spin off the line because overall it doesn't look it, but it is a lightweight vehicle and it's only rear wheel drive. You get good smooth handling. Braking is more than enough. It's enjoyable for just driving around, stuff like that. It's not going to be a top contender in races, and if you want a vehicle based on the 2013 Cadillac El Mirage concept car, the Albany Alpha is going to be the vehicle for you, and it's not super expensive either. $150,000 if you want to get it. It's limited time, so you have to get it from the test drive section of the LS Car Meet this week. Here at Simeon's Premium Deluxe Motorsport car dealership and in-game vendor, it's a pretty interesting week because we have so many random classes of vehicles featured here. So let's go left to right. Let's start off this bike right here, I believe is the LCC Avarice, right? No, this is the Hexer. Okay, this is the LCC Hexer. It's a pretty durable bike. It's a smooth cruiser. Handling isn't going to be top-notch on this bike, but it manages pretty well in traffic, I'd say. It's just a solid choice if you want something a little bit more stylish, but you don't need absolute top-tier performance. You know, this thing isn't going to win you any motorbike races or anything like that. If you do want to purchase it, you can get it for $39,500. Next up, this is the Western Cliffhanger. This is a pretty cool bike. It's based on the Harley Davidson XR750. It's a race-ready bike, as you can see. It kind of is like a combination of a classic aesthetic for a bike, but you get some more modern functionality here, and you can go all the way up to 125 miles an hour. That's the top speed of this bike. You could perform some really cool high-speed wheelies. You could do some stoppies with this thing. It almost reminds me of more of like a trial bike, I guess. This is definitely a good bike if you want to race motorbikes in the game, or you just want something really fun to take off-road. And purchase price isn't crazy, $272,875. I mean, for a bike that's expensive, I guess, but like overall in the grand scheme of things, that's, you know, half of a Cluckenbell farm right there. Next up, this is the Benefactor Serrano. This is a great sports car. You get a super good design, in my opinion. Performance-wise, pretty stable, got good handling. It's a solid choice for driving, despite it not being like, you know, a top sports car in the game at all by any means. It's just kind of middle of the road. It's rear-wheel drive, and it doesn't have any advanced handling flags. It's pretty stylish and sporty, in my opinion. If you didn't get the Benefactor Schlagen GT on discount the other week, this is definitely a vehicle you could go after because it's very similar in terms of what it's based on, I guess. And if you want to inspect it here, $143,000. I mean, it's cheap. That's what's really cool. So overall, like, I think this is a good looking vehicle. If you want a nice looking Mercedes, this is definitely the way to go. Now, this is the LCC Avarice here. This is a pretty competitive chopper. It's got a nice tight turning radius, good speed. Honestly, I was kind of impressed by it. I forget the top speed, but it's up there, especially with the Western Cliffhanger. Pretty viable in races. You don't get the best traction or control off-road, but if you want something that's inspired by Orange County Chopper's T-Rex or just something else, you know, the Avarice is definitely the way to go. And this is the normal version of the LCC Sanctus with the skull on the front that we get during Halloween. This is like the normal bike that you'd see if you drive around or ride around with it. That's not the LCC Sanctus. This is the LCC Sanctus without making it the Sanctus, just the normal LCC Avarice. So it's definitely unique. And then we have the Weenie Dynasty here. Oh, here, let me actually go over the price of this. $135,380. Then the Weenie Dynasty. Completely lackluster all around. Bad acceleration, bad top speed. I mean, handling's decent and the brakes are just fine, but you never go that fast with this thing anyway. So are the brakes really that good if it stops? And if you go on bumpy roads or something, this thing handles like absolute trash. And it's expensive too. $477,000. Don't fall for this trap. Do not buy this vehicle. When it comes to our salvage yard robberies for the week, these are available through September the 10th. So let's start off with this one on the left. We have the Ubermacht Sentinel Classic. It's the standard range vehicle this week. You could steal it as part of the Duggan robbery. And then we have the Hijack Rustin, which is the mid-range vehicle featured here for the week, stealable in the Podium robbery. And then the Grati Turismo Omaggio is the top range vehicle for this week, and you could steal it as part of the Gangbanger robbery. But as you can see, none of these are actually claimable this week as salvage yard vehicles that you could steal. And you know, it's been a while since we've seen one. We've seen just any normal one. We had 4th of July reward vehicles, but the last normal claimable vehicle, it's been so long since then. Hopefully we see it soon. Also, as you can see, no cargo ship robbery this week. We finally got it after about 8 weeks last week. And so who knows if we're gonna have to wait another 2 months for that robbery as well. I kind of miss it, to be honest. We keep getting the same ones over and over. If you are watching on Thursday, September the 4th, you can find the gun van location here for this calendar date down here at the terminal or the docks as well. And when it comes to the gun van stock and selection for this week, you can see we have the following items. The Unholy Hellbringers featured here, the military rifle, which is 40% off for GTA Plus members, the battle rifle, this is another gun van exclusive weapon, discounted for 30% off for all players for the week, the minigun, the carbine rifle, just the Mark I version, of course, as well as the pool cue. We are going to be wrapping everything up right here, so thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Ladies and gentlemen, drop a like if you guys did go on to enjoy. Of course, feel free to subscribe to the channel if you guys are new and you want to stay up to date with more GTA Online content just like this. We talk about everything over on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram, specifically twitch.tv/hazardoushdtv if you want to get involved with some of my GTA Online money grinding live streams. Of course, check out my YouTube Shorts and TikToks, as well as Instagram Reels. I upload unique short-form content on all those platforms every single day if you want something a little bit more than just the long-form videos like this. And yeah, hopefully I will see you guys tomorrow for the weekly update money guide, talking about the payphone hits and stuff like that, because that is a good money grinding opportunity for this week. You know, for a week like this in particular, where there's not really anything else that's probably going to entice players. We have some repeat bonuses and everything else that's new for this week. Besides the payphone hits, probably isn't that exciting anyway. So again, thank you so much for watching. Have a fantastic day. I'll see you guys in the next one. Adios, amigos.